what a crap weekend for Astros baseball. I don't know that it could have been. I guess if they got shut out yesterday, it would have just been worse. But that was as bad a series against a not very good baseball. Listen, they got a lot of good young players, but to be pitching, this Astros offense isn't good.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
They're beating 32-7 this weekend at home by the A's.
That's terrible.
I mean, they're 5-11 in their last 16.
And at home now. Again, with the home, they can't win at home.
They can't win at home anymore. That's
Yeah.
done. That's over.
I mean.
So, but I got to tell you, it's funny. I'm just a glass half full person. That's clearly what I am because, I was so disappointed. But like realistically, and I told you this already, I don't see this as a World Series contending team. It's just, somebody asked me about it. It's a great story. It's a phenomenal story. And I've been very excited to, I don't know about very excited, but I've been happy to go along with it. And let's see what happens, man. And, you always have the, in your back, at the back of your mind, you're like, well, maybe when these guys come back or if they even come back. But, there's a lot of people. I made a comment on Twitter about just how disappointing this was, how it doesn't inspire a lot of confidence going, getting beat 32-7, 32-6 at the time when I posted it. The Astros scored a run in the bottom of the ninth, meaningless run yesterday. And I had a few people who jumped out and like, nah, it's just, well, they said what's true. This is just a regression to the mean. We've been playing way over our heads. Mm-hmm. This was bound to happen. And that's true. That's true, and that I completely concur with and expected this to happen at some point. Not, it's a little rough when it's 4 straight at home. Like, yeah, you're getting to the record that looks like a regression to the mean, but the way you do it is still pretty brutal. Losing 4 at home in a row, you can't all of a sudden you can't win a game at home at all.
No,
but there was a couple people said, nah, this is no big deal. I mean. Peña's going to be back. Jordan's going to be back. All these starting pitchers are going to be back.
Well, there is a lot of optimism out there now.
I know. No,
there
is. And maybe, and I want the record to reflect, I'm hoping the optimistic people, I'm not one because I've seen this whole getting guys back from injury thing. This has been going on for freaking ever. I'm just over it now. Jordan can't hold a bat without his hand twitching and damn near falling off. Jeremy Peña now, we're in a pretty good run of Jeremy Peña being out. By the way, have you recognized that?
Yeah,
I mean this is longer than I was expecting. He got hit by a pitch, and Jeremy's been out 3 weeks now.
A cracked rib. I was back on the radio the next day, but that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
I'm different. Okay, I'm built different.
You're built different.
Yeah, he is taking a lot. I cracked my rib. Maybe
now you didn't get hit alcohol. By a pitch. Though.
There was something, yeah, but it was worse. I got stabbed by a stair and a wine glass in my arm, and listen.
You slipped and fell on a stair. That's
on the
true.
Stairs and cracked a rib.
A cracked rib is a cracked rib.
I was playing golf again. Like 3 or 4 days later.
Ooh, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
how's Jeremy not playing shortstop?
That's what I'm saying. He's going
to lose his job to Zach Short if he's not careful.
Again, I'm built different, okay? And maybe he should drink alcohol like I did just to ease the pain. That's
maybe so.
That's why I got back out there. But listen, this team isn't as good as being the best because for a hot minute up until the night games. They had the best record in the American League.
Yeah. And
then that fell apart, and then they were tied.
Do you remember that when they were the best team in the American League?
Yeah. Now they can't win at home again. Listen, this team is probably regressing to the mean where it should be. I think people are probably right. This team should not be, not as composed. This team should not be. But here comes the cavalry. Jeremy is coming back. Arrighetti's got one more start in the minors, and then he's coming back. Mm-hmm. How about that?
Yeah.
How big is that?
And he should be the first pitcher to come back.
Yeah, he should. He absolutely should be. And then Christian Javier, not far behind him, Luis Garcia having some nice outings. And then not a great outing too. But here's the deal: is that they're just not very good right now. And they're back to listen. This started a while ago where they can't win at home. and it's back now. They turned that tide this year. Okay, that home thing is over. Couldn't beat Detroit at home. Couldn't beat the Rangers at home. It's just been ridiculous how much you can't win at home and how bad this team was at home. And they're back to playing that baseball again. I'm glad they're hitting the road. I'm glad they're hitting the road right now. Oh, no, they still got Washington for 3. They got Washington for 3.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. And then they're at Boston, at Miami,
Aren't
and
they
at
the ones that
Yankees.
swept us last time?
Aren't the what? Yeah, Washington. Well, let's face that. That was 2021.
No,
when
but
Washington
didn't the Astros
won all 4 games.
Didn't Washington come in and sweep us not that long ago?
Here? No, because they only come here once a year.
Yeah, I could feel like we just got swept by them somewhere.
Well, maybe it was. I don't remember. Did they?
I mean, they're not a good team, so they might have swept us.
I don't remember. Yeah, they're not a very good team. Not a very good team. But no, I think this is the only time you play them here. So here's the deal. Yeah, they're a crap team, so they'll probably come in and sweep.
Well, I mean,
listen. After that Arizona series, I knew. The morning of, I said, "This is bad. This is bad. Athletics coming in here. This is bad." And not 32-7 bad though. I mean, that's almost ridiculous. It's almost ridiculous how bad. With Hunter Brown on the mound, okay, Colton Gordon pitched well enough. It's just ridiculous. I mean, Jason Alexander, pitched okay. You lose 5-2. You actually had the tying run at the plate in the 8th inning. That was so weak, that Jose Altuve pop-up. That swing was so bad. Everybody is just really, really terrible right now. And I don't know, Joe. I don't know. Joe maybe listen. It was only one weekend series, and Joe Espada still got him 14 games over 500. But the way that they're looking right now, I thought Joe was a lock for manager of the year. Maybe not so much. And some people are starting to. I saw yesterday. I don't know who was it. Michael Schwab. Michael Schwab was out there. Hey, if this is on Jim and Dana for doing absolutely nothing so far and not helping this baseball team. I'm torn on this one. I'm torn on this one.
I don't agree with it. I don't think you just do stuff just because you have injuries. These aren't season-ending injuries.
No,
they're not supposed to be.
Paredes probably is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Golly. I mean, it sounds like the way – well, have we gotten any – did he crack a – is there a bone that's cracked that they haven't – that's swollen and they can't see?
Did he tear his hamstring off his bone? I don't know. It looked like
at least you know what? At least maybe they're doing this. Oh, it's terrible. It's bad. And he's back in 2 weeks because they just want us to – let's not take any chances, guys.
Well, see, you guys? See, we didn't underestimate this time. We actually overestimated this time. And look, he's back. No, they ain't doing that. Paredes is – and listen, Ryan McMahon, he signed – the Colorado third baseman signed with the Yankees. Y'all can have him because the only time y'all can have a guy that's hitting 260 in Colorado or whatever he's hitting. And I wasn't a big fan. Eugenio Suarez would be nice.
By the way, Joe Espada's plus 750. He's third. AJ Hinch minus 105 is second, and John Schneider of Toronto is the favorite for
he's got the best record. So.
AL Manager of the Year minus 120.
Yeah, he's got the best record. But Joe Espada not having more love than AJ is kind of ridiculous. I mean, I guess they're just not looking at what AJ's doing with the players that he's doing it with. Of course, the Astros go into nosedives. But listen, everybody's gone into nosedives this year. I mean,
there's no dominant team. There's no dominant American League team.
Detroit went into a nosedive. The Dodgers have been in a nosedive. The Yankees have been in a nosedive. You know what? It's baseball. That's just baseball. That's just what happens. Except the Astros do it at home against really crappy teams. I don't know what kind of hope you have for this Washington series. They're really not a good team coming in here, so they probably sweep or win 2 out of 3. There was a time when the Astros went 13 straight series without losing one. Now they can't even get a win in a game against crappy teams, which is really really tough to. That was a terrible. I mean, okay, Nick Kurtz is he's a really good young player, But you made that dude look like Babe Ruth this weekend.
Well, he was Babe Ruth one game.
Well, he was.
Let's cover that. If
he was
didn't
better.
Watch,
He had the greatest rookie game in baseball history.
In the history of the sport that seemingly has gone on for 200 years.
Yeah, right.
He had 4 home runs, 8 RBIs. He was 6 of 6. Like, I don't know how he only had 8 RBIs, to be honest with you. If you have 4 home runs and you have 6 hits, you typically are going to end up with like 10 RBIs.
Well, listen, he was that guy. That is just ridiculous. Letting him just walk him in the last at bat. I know it's 14-1 or 14-3, whatever it was. Walk him. Do not let that dude hit 4 home runs off of you, and you look terrible. All right. I mean, That was a weekend they deserved to get blasted. You know what? They're better than they're supposed to be at 14 games over 500. But boy, oh boy, did they look inept.
Come on, the A's aren't good enough. The A's have some young guys, but they're not. I mean, your pitching needs to be better. Cole Hummel got his first appearance this week on Friday. Cole Hummel made an appearance on the mound.
Nice, Cole Hummel. Congratulations on your
Gave
appearance.
up a bomb. Sucked.
As well he should.
That guy just doesn't know how to locate his pitches, and they took him yard.
Yeah.
Nick Kurtz got him.
I mean, for the most part, for most of the game, you had 3 hits against the A's. This pitching, are you kidding me? Are you really kidding me? Again, gave up 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks. You just looked as incompetent at the plate. All 4 of these games. You looked incompetent at the plate.
Yeah, these aren't killers that are throwing on the mound for them either.
No. All right, well, that's the Astros. All right, that was just as pitiful a weekend as possible. Listen, we've had worse weekends, I guess. I guess there have been. But I guess this is how the Dodgers felt when the Astros left. Except the Astros, at least, were one of the top teams, right?
Yeah, but they did get beat by a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah, really, they did.
I remember Zach Short made his first appearance in that series.
And destroyed them. I mean, they
got beat by the Space Cowboys at home. It had to feel like that for the Dodgers.
Right.
Only the Astros play in a real stadium at home. You lost to a team that has a real stadium. The A's don't even have a real stadium.
Yeah.
They play in Sacramento at some high school, or so it seems. It's not actually one. I just like to say that.
No, it's a minor league stadium. It's about, I don't know how much better it is than some high school stadiums. I'm sure in Allen, Texas, they have a nicer stadium. I'm sure that there's a better baseball stadium than the one they play in Sacramento,
Probably.
in Allen, or somewhere in Texas, I'm sure, because that's what we do. We build really nice stadiums. Of course, really nice football stadiums is what we build.